So we got answer plus 1. Now to exponent. So answer to the exponent, 24. So yes, I did it to the time, and 1,000 divided by that. So 1,000 divided by answer equals this. $709.96. Okay, and that's my present value. What that means is she needs to invest this much money now, and in 6 years it'll become $1,000. Let's see if we did it right. $709.96. Yep, we did it right. So make sure you are showing your steps. So Mr. Khan didn't do that because I'm using the calculator. So I showed my steps, I just didn't write it down. So you should be writing it down as well. So I'll show you what I want. What value was this? 1.408. 526. And then the final answer, which is 709. So that's it. I just want that one middle step here to showcase that you simplified this bracket. If you're not showing me that, I'm telling you this right now, you are losing marks. So you need to show your steps. You need to get full marks, right? It's been kind of our current running theme throughout this course. Full solutions, show steps. Oh, where am I going now? What? Oh, here we go. Oh, this is a good question. Oh, this is a really good question, damn. This is a really good question. I wasn't expecting them to go so hard right away. Okay. Tamara received $250 for her 14th birthday, which she invested at 6% per year. And on Tamara's 18th birthday, her investment is worth this much. How frequently was the interest compounded? So in case you're wondering what they're looking for, this is your J value. Your unknown is your J value. Very, very interesting. Wait, how do you even do this? Oh, yeah. I was going to say, no, it's... Never mind. You guys are not going to be able to do this. I just realized, yeah. Here, I'll set up the equation. I'll tell you why you won't be able to do it. At least not yet. Okay. So let's set up the equation. At least you should be able to do that much. So Tamara received $250 for her 14th birthday. So $250 is my initial amount, A. My feature value is 317, so that's my P value. Sorry, I made a mistake there. P is principal, meaning initial. A is your feature amount, which is 317.62. N is 4 years. But remember, it's always N times J. And we know that I is 0.066%, but decimal form. But we know I is always divided by J. So my equation becomes A is equal to P times 1 plus I to the power of N. So A is 317.62 is equal to 250. 1 plus 0.06 over J and 4 times J. And the reason why you can't solve this right now, as you are currently, is because there are two unknowns. Same one unknown, but they're kind of in two separate forms. And I don't think as the grade 11 level, you guys know the math to be able to figure this out. So we're just going to take a look at the solution. So the bare minimum, all you need to do is kind of write this part here. If you can do that much, I'm pretty sure at the greater level, that's all you'll be asked to do. Because we are not going to ask you to graph using graphing software. We're not going to use a trial and error approach. We could actually no, that is the method that they want you to do. That's right, trial and error method. And we can use a spreadsheet. But realistically, on an online course, you wouldn't get a question like this. The only thing that makes sense is trial and error. So, okay, fine. I guess I should say that if you were to get a question, you would use a trial and error approach. And what do I mean by trial and error approach? Well, we know J can only be certain values. It can be 1 based on here. J can only be all right, so J can only be these values here. It can be 1. So you plug in 1, and then you see if the numbers work out, if both sides are equal. If it doesn't work out, you plug in 2, because J can be 2. Yeah, so this is the way to solve it. So trial and error is the method. All right, so let's try it. Plug in 1. So that means it's going to be 250 times 1.06 to the power of 4. Because if I plug in 1, it doesn't change 4 and 0.06. And I plug in this into the calculator to see what I get. If I do that, you'll realize that that is not the right answer. Let's plug into the calculator, shall we? 1.06 to the power of 4. 1.06 to the power of 4. Enter. 1.06 to the power of 4. And then times 250. Answer times 250. So that's $315. So we want it to equal 317. So clearly both sides are not equal. So it's not J equals 1. Let's try J equals 2 now. So let's plug in 2. So that's going to be, okay, let's start it. So let's see if I have 250. Actually, I'm just going to add them together. It's not hard to add. 0.06 divided by 2 is 0.03. So this is going to be 1.03 to the power of 8. So let's do this. 1.03 to the power of 8. That's that. And then times 250. Oh my God. That's 316.69. Is that our value? So it's close, but we want 317.62. Okay, but we're getting closer, right? So clearly we got to keep going. So it wasn't J is not equal to 2 now. What about 4? Let's try 4. So 250 0.06 divided by 4, and then 4 times 4. And that's just 250 times 0.06 divided by 4. What is that? Let's do it. That's 0.015. 0.015. 16. So I added the 1 to it. So plus, oops, answer plus 1 is that. And then answer to the power of 16